Morning. Coffee? Happy 20th birthday, Starbucks pumpkin spice latte. It's your birthday. Go ahead, it's your birthday. Now, people hate this, and then people love it. There's no in between with the pumpkin spice latte, and the Starbucks pumpkin spice latte is the most celebrated of the pumpkin spice lattes. It's the one that started it all. I know other people will be like, whatever, my old coffee shop had it a long time ago. I'm not saying people didn't have it first. I'm saying Starbucks is the one, the money, who said, yo, this is what it is. This is fall. White ladies, get ready. This is your thing. This is your spirit animal in a cup. You're going for it. Starbucks pushed that in your face, and everybody got fired up and excited. Like, this is fall. They're holding their coffee with the cream thing on top and the stick and whatever they're doing, and they're fired up, and they're like, in June, they're like, 2 more months till pumpkin spice latte season, and everybody's fired up, and then people got mad at them, like, why are you happy? Why do you look forward to things? Why do things make you excited? Why do you have joy in your heart and your life? Let them do them. It doesn't matter. They got joy to it. Starbucks pumpkin spice latte is just like Nickelback. Why are you mad when other people like it? It's a corporation thing that's shoved out there to make money off the masses. But if people want to put their money into it and like it, let them like it. It's like Disney. It's like everything else. It's a thing where you're like, why are you spending all that money? You can do it. You can have fun for less money. Let them do what they want to do. Okay? 20 years of pumping that stuff out there. I'm not a fan of flavor in my coffee. I like black coffee. That's me. But there's nothing wrong with enjoying a tasty treat. Can't it be? Pumpkin tastes good. And you can laugh it. I mean, yeah, I think it's crazy that we say it's fall. You got to have this. You can't have pumpkin in February or something. But they did. They made a thing. Like, we could also just move Christmas and put it in June. We're not doing that. That's not a thing that we're doing. Okay? So the fall, pumpkin spice latte, white women fired up. They've got little flannels on. They're taking the pictures, doing their thing. They're having fun. Let them have their fun. Celebrate. Baby girls, get out there and have your thing. Drink your pumpkin spice latte. Happy birthday, Starbucks, 20 years. I guess they came out with 2 other flavors. I won't ever know. I don't even really drink Starbucks. It's a little too bold and bitter for me. So I can do the Americano because that way I don't get agita and it doesn't mess me up. But the other stuff, that's it. By the way, bold and bitter should be the name of some album I put out. That's what I feel like I am on the inside. But yeah, do your thing. I'll be drinking black coffee the whole time. Whatever. The Bachelor has announced that this next coming up season will be like a senior citizen Bachelor. 71-year-old man has been named as the Bachelor, and then he will have bachelorettes. Now, I didn't really go much farther into reading it because I kind of just like the idea that it's in my head, I want it to be a 70-year-old man and all the women are 30. That's a show. That is the show I want to see. But instead, it's going to be 71-year-old man, more than likely, and then everybody's grandma trying to bang this man, which is going to be... I get it. You're TV, you're desperate, you're drawing for things, you're trying to do whatever you can to get people to pay attention to you. I understand why television, the concept is doing this. But this could go wrong. I know that young people think of your grandparents and older people as adorable and cute, like puppies and babies and stuff. A 71-year-old man, what he used to say to women when he was 21 will get him canceled 345 times over. And what the women would allow to be said to them, the way people dated, if they bring that same mentality to this, I know you're going to say, well, they've evolved. If you really ever talk to a 7-year-old, they know the words, but they're not evolving. I'm 48, and I can't sit there and say, like, I'm 100% into the world of technology and internet and all that. I'm like 90% there or 80% there, but I still say, well, I remember on a landline. As long as you can still say that, you're never going to be ready to be putting yourself out on TV. Are grandkids going to be ready to see their grandma try to fuck? And crazier, what would you rather? Ready? Would you rather that your grandma did beat out like 10 other grandmas and she's like and now she's thought of as a hot, sexy grandma? Where does this just go? If once you're on The Bachelor and you come in like third, like you're like, there's 10 of them, you're the second to leave. What do you turn that in? I know some women try to become like actors and stuff like that, but if you're 71, are you just into gilf porn now? Like, that's where else would you go? What else are you gonna do when you're an old ass lady trying to get some from a man? And you're an old man just trying to get some from old lady. Like, this is just, I don't know. It shouldn't be creepy. I know it's supposed to be adorable, but it's just weird that I was hoping that people of that generation would be like, enough's enough. But instead they're like, no, fucking make us part of it. We want to be on TikTok. But if your grandma can't get a man, if your grandma's turned down, oh man, you're gonna get made fun of at school. Your grandma can't fuck. Your grandma looks awful in a bikini on a yacht trying to bang an old guy, Salt and Pepper Fox man. But if this means we're now starting, I know there's been other shows with old people, but if now we're ready to lean in without writers, and we're just going to lean into reality, and we're just like, hey, this makes content. We record all this stuff. It makes more clips. We're not even worried about you watching the show. We're worried about you watching the content and getting all that. If that's what we're doing, then please, 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 senior citizen survivor. Please. Senior citizen naked and afraid. Senior citizen alone. I want to take old people and leave them on an island and let them figure it out. And then you put all kinds of the old people. Vietnam War vets on an island with other people competing for money. It's kicking in. Charlie's. It's going to be great. Oh, a woman who had like 4 kids and her husband cheated on her and had like another family because you could just lie back that he was an airplane pilot or something. So he had a family in Minnesota and a family in Connecticut or something, and he would fly back and forth. And she found all that out, and the kids don't love her because they think they believe dad because he could buy cool things. And she was just alone and hating life, and now she's just able to take that out on anyone who's going to stop her from a couple years of happiness by killing them on an island. Oh, you don't understand how good this is going to be. How good it is going to be to have old people on an island ready to battle to the death, because they will battle to the death because they're almost dead. They're not worried about after. We don't lock them up when they're done. Put them out there. Let them survive. Let them go. I want that. That's the show I want. Just leave them alone. That show when they're on the island and they just have like a stick and whatever. They're just grabbing their pants. If they do that anyway. Oh, that. I don't want to watch them date. I want to watch them survive. That's the show. That is the show. And what are these old women going to do afterwards? After that, is it going to... if it becomes Desperate Grandmas, I don't want Desperate Grandmas like the OC or something. I don't want old fancy grandmas now having this show where they're just yelling about them. It's bad enough when they're like 50 and they're just yelling, and it's like, you're not... The only reason why anyone knows who you are is because your husband made money. And now you're just like living off that, and now you call him a dork, and now you say you have a business. But it's nice to have a business when your starter money is your husband's billion. A grandma desperate lady is not good. I don't want that one. I want Survival Island. I don't know if I'll watch 1 second of the Old Man Bachelor, but good luck to him, I guess, trying to get some old strange. But like, I don't know. I think it'd be cooler if it was... If you went old man, 71, all the girls are in their 30s, and then flipped it the next season, and it was like a 30... I would even watch it if the guy was 30 years old and all the women were 70. That would be interesting to see who can, like, fake this more. Because the conversations will start talking about how, like, you know, you're my son's age, or you're actually younger than my son. Like, you're closer to my grandkid's age. That would be better show. Just... old people hoping to scoot around together. Can they? I'm not saying they can't have sex. Like, it's not going to be a sexy moment. In The Bachelor, sometimes you're like, they go to the boat and they're trying to get the alone date or whatever. They're out like this like crazy cabin thing, and then like they play the music and you hear the noises. Like you're just going to hear squishing. I don't want to hear fake wet. I'm sorry. I know it's boring. I'm sorry. Finally, final story. A man in Houston was arrested. He was all methed up. That'll do that sometimes when you're doing meth. He was at a motel, which you do when you're on meth. Sometimes you can't stay at home. You got to get out in the streets when you're on meth sometimes. And he was there. I guess there's warrants out. He had some assault charges. Like, I think he was hitting people in the back end of a gun or something. I guess that's better than shooting them. But I don't know. Use your fist. But anyway, Meth Up Man was all locked up. They found him there. He barricaded himself into a motel. The cops were down at the lower area. He was up at the higher. You know, like when you watch a movie and you know it's like, oh, this lady's gonna die or this lady's a hooker. That kind of motel, like where Ralph Macchio lived in the beginning of Karate Kid. Like that look. I know that wasn't a motel, but that's what they all look like. Just like the outdoors stuff, whatever. So they went to go up there, banging on the door, come out, he won't comply, whatever. So they sent up a robot dog. Now, robot dog is the thing that everybody's got now. I guess most police forces got some robot dogs, which is cool, which is a good time. It just got to be weird for the police that we're just doing this now. I think it does make more sense because in the day and age where everyone's like, don't trust the police or the police are out to be bad. Everyone just has hatred for these people that are, for the most part, are just trying to do good. So it's better off just to send a robot dog because at least a robot dog, I don't think a robot dog is going to get canceled or say something wrong or do the wrong thing. And if it does it, you're like, well, it's a robot dog. What did you expect? He's not going to be kind. But I guess I'm wrong because the robot dog went up the door, whatever, and the guy, the meth, noticed the cops weren't there. It was just the robot dog was at the door. Naked, answers the door and just grabs the robot dog and brings it into the room with them, closes the door, and then just chills out with the robot dog on meth, naked, in a motel. What were they doing? Watching reruns of the Mama's Family till the Braves came on? What were they doing? And then the cops were like, well, this is good. This is good because now we have access because we have cameras. I don't want to see what. If I heard a naked guy on meth had a robot dog in his room, what are you thinking? What do you think? Tell me your thoughts and comments right now. What do you think? You think you think he's teaching them tricks? No. Can I pet that dog? Can I pet that? He's trying to have sex with that dog. Do they have holes? Like, do the dogs have... I hope no one built it with holes. It's not really a dog, right? I mean, I think we're calling it that because it's not all four, but it's just like a robot. We didn't make it a dog. It doesn't poop. It doesn't hump a leg. It doesn't fire hydrant. It doesn't hate mailmen, whatever. But that guy's just in there chilling. And I guess they were having a good old time. Then they sent up a second robot dog to, view what was happening. So then he took the mattress, the naked meth man, and put it over the window. And so they couldn't see what they were doing. Once again, if you're you ever getting freaky when you were younger and you didn't want anyone to see where you were and you're putting the cover in the windows? What do you think he's doing with that dog? Well, you gotta that dog doesn't come back the same. That's like going to the war. You're a robot dog, and you think you're just going to save the day. The naked meth man from Houston brings you in, and just does stuff to you. Even if he's not doing stuff to you, you're just watching a naked man on meth, probably eating Fritos. That's got to mess up all your circuit, right? You got to reprogram that dog. Got to reprogram that dog. And then I guess when the second dog came up, he was just after a while, they just kept viewing it when they kept pounding. And eventually, he just came out, gave him the dog. He had shorts on at this point and a backpack. I wonder what's in his backpack. What do you think of... Put in the comments. What do you think a meth head keeps in his backpack? What's the top 5 things a meth head likes to have when he's traveling around? I don't know. Never done meth. I've never had a robot dog. I don't know any of this stuff. But I do know, I feel bad for police chiefs that have to now use this as a tactic. It used to be just break the freaking door down. There's no cameras. And I know you're saying, well, rights, whatever. If a guy's dangerous and could hurt people, you should be able to go in there with force and grab him, do whatever. Now you gotta send in a pet, and hopefully he's friends with it. They make a buddy movie. It's gotta be weird. I don't know, but I just hope that dog's okay. Spade and neuter your robot dogs. That's what I say to everyone out there today. And happy pumpkin spice latte day, Starbucks.